Good morning and welcome to Saturday Somm-Things. My name is Mats, and let's give a special shout out to Cyan, our founder and dear friend, because she is amazing. So, the other day I was talking to Miss Sheila. We were trying to figure out what wines to try because it's been so blistering hot outside. And she suggested white wine. And I said, let's do Italian wine. And we agreed. And who better to represent crisp summer Italian white wines is my good friend Amanda Jo Law. She represents Volio Vino, and I consider her one of Denver's best experts when it comes to French wine and Italian wine. So today, I have her as my guest for summer Italian white wines that are just thirst-quenching and outstanding. So, Amanda Jo, welcome.
Thank you, Mats.
And take it away.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so we are tasting, because it's been so unbelievably hot, some really crisp and refreshing Italian whites. Things we definitely want to serve chilled. So we are going to be starting today with one of my favorites. This is Picollo Gavi. And Gavi is a cool little town in Piedmont. We're in South Piedmont in this particular area. Piedmont's mostly known for their reds, but they have some really amazing whites that are worth exploring as well. So this is the Cortese grape. This is what Gavi is always made out of, 100% Cortese. We'd like to say, like the fried chicken guy who does fried chicken, they do Cortese, and they do Cortese extremely well. So this Gavi is fresh and crisp, steel barrel aged, so there's no oaking on it. It's just fresh and bright. Think peaches, a little bit of minerality to it.
Some melon and pomelo. It's just, you can almost taste the clay soil that it's grown in, because it just has that nice, bright acidity, white flowers.
Getting some honeydew.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is just the beginning of this great lineup, and I'm excited for the rest. So, let's taste.
Delicious, delicious.
It is so good. What's next?
Next, we have Scaccia Diavoli. Scaccia Diavoli is in Montefalco in Umbria. So we are tasting the Grakato Grape. Scaccia Diavoli has a really fun history behind it. The actual name means to chase the devil. So they actually used the wine in exorcisms in the area. There was a priest who used it to chase away the devil. So it's got kind of a creepy, cool, fun story behind it too. But Grakato, for me, is also really fresh, unoaked, has a little bit more like minerality to it. So it's really fun if we're having, say, seafood and things like that in the summertime.
It's beautiful. I can almost see and taste the progression from lighter to heavier with these, and you could easily pair this with salume or charcuterie.
Absolutely.
Grilled eggplant, something salty but not too salty.
Has a little bit of brine to it, yeah.
It just has really nice balance, and so affordable too.
All these are actually really affordable, which is fun.
I love that.
On to the next, which is one of your favorites.
I love this wine.
So we are moving over to Latium, and we're going to taste their Soave today. And Soave, when we think of Italian wine, a lot of times the wine is going to be labeled by the region that it comes from, such as Gavi. Gavi is the name of a little town. And in Soave, it's the same thing. So it's named after the region, and typically you just have to understand the history of what's grown there. So this is another fun grape to say. It's Garganega or Garganega, however you choose. You say potato, I say potato. And this is going to be a very aromatic. It's going to have a little bit more aromatic from what we've tasted so far in the line, which is really fun to pair with aromatic foods as well. Let's give this a go.
Gardenias are just exploding. The peach blossoms.
Like candied peach, really ripe peach, not just white peach.
But it's still dry and crisp, more full-bodied than the other two, and so versatile. I love the golden color, also grown in clay, and aged in stainless steel.
Stainless steel again.
Just dynamic. This is absolutely one of my favorites because you can do so much with this. You don't even need food with this. It's that tasty.
It is delicious.
I love it. I love it.
Lemon, lime. Yum.
A little hibiscus, little pear. Yeah, it's just my absolute favorite for these hot days.
Absolutely.
So good.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Our last wine is from Castelfader. And Castelfader, I have been working with Castelfader for a long time, so they have a very special place in my heart. Castelfader is in Alto Adige, so we're moving up to the tippy top of Italy in this really interesting area that is Italian, but it's one of the most contended borders. So you have this interesting Italian and German culture in the area. So it's kind of its own little interesting place. So we are having Pinot Grigio, which Pinot Grigio is known as an Italian grape, but Pinot Grigio actually is a mutant varietal of Pinot Noir, which comes from Burgundy. So interesting little history on it. You see Pinot Grigio all over Italy. It can be grown anywhere, but I think the best stuff comes from northern Italy. I think Sud Tyrol or Alto Adige is where we're sitting right now. So what's cool about Castelfader's Pinot Grigio is this is a single vineyard. So it comes from a more specific place, which means you get a little bit more specific personality from the area. And Castelfader is aging this in stainless steel as well, and then it sees a little bit of lees contact. So when we talk about lees, yeast is what we use to ferment the sugar into alcohol, and they leave a little bit of that in contact to give it a little bit of richness and creaminess. So this is a single vineyard, 6 months lees contact Pinot Grigio, so it's a little bit more special, I would say.
It is. It's special, it's heavier, it's more complex than your typical $6 Pinot Grigio.
Right, it's got more chapters in its book.
Right. And people automatically think Italy, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Grigio. There are so many Italian whites out there that you can explore. And when you come into Argonaut, you'll often see Amanda Jo stocking the shelves, selling her wine. Please, by all means, stop her if you come into the store. Ask for suggestions, ask for recommendations, because she is so good with her knowledge and her experience in wines. Just like today, this has been so flavorful and amazing.
Awesome. There's always a story behind the wine, and I love sharing that.
And you're so good at it. So we really appreciate all of the viewers, all of your comments, all of your likes, all of your loves. Keep it up. We're going to have some special guests throughout the month and just going to have a good time. So please stop into Argonaut. These will be on sale at the front of the store by the registers. And if you see me, stop me, because I can tell you what to drink and what to have on hot days like today and yesterday and tomorrow. So thank you, Amanda Jo, for
Thank you, Matt.
for being the expert that you are and introducing us to these great wines.
Awesome.
Okay, ciao.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Thank you.